Bruce Leroy out of Miami, Florida. Alex Caceres came to the UFC off The Ultimate Fighter all the way back in 2011 and is still realizing success at the highest level of mixed martial arts. If someone would have told you that Alex Caceres would get to 30 UFC fights, a lot of fight fans would have been dismissive of that as a possibility. Not only has he gotten there, but he's won a lot of them, and against high-level competition, he has worked exceedingly hard on his all-around game, worked very hard on his striking to have that catch up with his grappling, and now Alex Caceres is a bona fide elite featherweight. Another good test in front of him tonight. All right, so here is Dustin Poirier making the walk for yet another big UFC spot here tonight. UFC 236 was his coming out party, DC. He ended Max Holloway's 13-fight winning streak, and in a near-perfect performance in a lot of respects, was able to realize a UFC interim lightweight title.
They say diamonds are forever, and so is Dustin Poirier. It seems like he's been here the whole time. We've seen this young man grow up in the UFC. We saw him at 145 pounds have a ton of success, but we've truly seen him come into his own as he's going up to lightweight. He's become a UFC interim champion, and he's beaten guys like Eddie Alvarez, Justin Gaethje, and Max Holloway. One of the best fighters at 155 is Dustin Poirier. And with Dustin Poirier and Daniel Cormier, safe to say that Lafayette, Louisiana has made a pretty good UFC footprint over the last few years. Dustin Poirier back on the proving ground here tonight. And now our tale of the tape for this featherweight championship fight. We send it inside the octagon to Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Featherweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Alex Bruce Leroy Caceres. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC Featherweight Champion of the world, Dustin the Diamond Poirier.
One of the best in the business, Herb Dean, is our referee tonight. All right, here we go. Another big night for the MMA leader from Las Vegas, Nevada's T-Mobile Arena. Been a lot of seminal moments in this building. I can think of one.
It was a big one for me at UFC 226. But John, also UFC 200. I got to stand across the cage from Anderson Silva in that arena. This is a place where big fights happen. And tonight, you get to stand amongst the legends at the T-Mobile Arena.
All right, so Dustin Poirier getting off to a pretty good start tonight, and all driven by that straight left hand.
Yeah, you know, Dustin Poirier is a right-handed guy, so he's pawing at you with the right jab, and then boom, he drops that right hand. We have seen him put some of the best fighters in the world on their back with that straight left hand. Good to see that Dustin Poirier is landing it early in this fight tonight. Good jab there by the champion. Great defense. That punch had no chance.
Right to the former interim lightweight champ Dustin Poirier in a good striking flow here tonight, DC. That left hand nearly put his opponent out.
Nearly puts him out, and you can't take many of them. Dustin's so big and physically strong for 155. I can't believe he used to fight at featherweight. He looks like he could never have made that weight. He's found his home at lightweight, and you see the damage he can inflict with one strike.
Caceres going for the leg kick. Nothing doing there. That's a strong punch to the head out of the clinch. Just over 2 minutes to go in the round. Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense?
Oh, nice body shoot. Oh, big punch land. He's throwing bombs. Every time they come into contact, he is throwing bombs.
Hard shots landing on both sides here. Rips the body. Huge connection by him there.
He needs to get on his bicycle, John. He needs to get into space so that he doesn't get finished. That one landed clean.
Oh, big elbow. Oh, flying knee. Swing and a miss by Caceres. Man. Oh, that looks like some head trauma. Beautiful combination. Fighters separate from the clinch. Oh, he blocked that one.
Time.
5 minutes in the books. All right, good news is the round is over. Bad news, Caceres has got a cut to deal with above the eye, or perhaps better put, the cut man has got to deal with it. We'll see if he can stop the bleeding. Well, he's done a real good job attacking that cut above the eye, and here is your visual proof.
I mean, John, just devastating. These blows were amazing. He was able to land at will, and he opened up a nasty cut over the eye of his opponent. Now he's got to target it, and every time he lands, that blood will start to pour down into the eye, making it real hard to fight.
You ready to fight? You ready?
Second round here. All right, next round is now underway. Do you see any major takeaways after the previous 5 minutes?
That both of these guys are very evenly matched. This might be the biggest shot of this entire fight. He landed a massive hook to put his opponent on wobbly legs. There it is. Look at it. Oh! He's got to start throwing now.
Oh, knee strike right to the body. All right, he's been very clean with his hooks on the feet here tonight, and it's the way he set it up that has really impressed you.
Yeah, it's very impressive to see him pop the jab, pop the... Dude's hurt. Serve him up. Go get him. Back and forth we go. These two guys are trading huge shots.
Big left hand. So pretty good recovery by the opponent after getting stunned pretty good. Got to capitalize on those opportunities.
I mean, you can't...
That's as good a punch as he's thrown all night.
The punch that lands down the middle, the one that you don't feel is the ones that land perfect, and that one landed perfectly.
Nice positional control here. Ground and pound keeps coming. Good movement to avoid that damage coming down. Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Caceres. Oh, compromising spot here. Triangle choke is locked in.
This is it. This has to be the end.
Good work. I'm going to stand this up.
Oh, he got out!
Wow, what a great job defensively. Staying aware, staying alert. The moment a little bit of space presented itself, he took it and got himself out of that triangle. Very good defense. Big ground and pound.
I need you to scramble.
And busy as he looks to improve position here. Well, we'll see who has the edge here as they get back to their feet after a pretty engaged battle there on the ground.
And both of these guys trying to recover, but he's in a lot of trouble.
Do you believe it?
Holy smokes!
So no judges needed tonight as he pounds him out for the TKO. I'm hoping I get an invite to the after party. right, here now, Bruce Buffer with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 35 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by TKO and still the undisputed UFC featherweight champion of the world, Dustin the Diamond Poirier.
All right, so another highlight for the reel for Dustin Poirier, your winner tonight in a very competitive matchup, I might add, by TKO.
It was competitive until it wasn't. You know, the guy